morning, everyone. I'm Lamont Gilchrist, www.L.G.Fitness-Messiah.com on our webpage. Today is Throwback Thursday. Been doing some research, got some clients that I've been working with. And I got an interesting thing. April 2016, the number of people living with diabetes had nearly quadrupled since 1982 to 422 million adults. 422 million adults. It has quadrupled. Man, that's crazy. 90% of type 2 is accounted for type 2 diabetes worldwide, and has increased in children too. So the old saying, you have to break a few eggs to make an omelet, holds true to our food and our overall health from a nutritional standpoint. Health care, as far as from a doctor standpoint, is flourishing because health problems is flourishing. Pharmaceutical development and distribution and the industry is thriving, and there's all kinds of research for all these different diseases. But have you ever wondered, it was just so crazy to me, it's just 200 years ago, most of these things weren't even prevalent. You know, it is suspicious, to say the very least, that all these diseases are on the rise, Alzheimer's, autism, and all these other things, as the cure for these diseases, or the medical industry in itself, is a multi-trillion-dollar industry. They make enough money to probably pay off the national debt. And most of these are outside investors and people that are in other countries and foreign countries. Not even Americans, not even us who are getting the benefits from the economic gains that is being exploited. So, you know, it just makes you think all the countries that got beef with us, all the people and other things, how these people that's worldwide around the world is really getting rich off of our suffering and the suffering of young people and the epidemic of all these different diseases that is developing. I wrote a little blog below talking about acidity levels and alkaline levels in your body. I gave some vegetables that helps with that, and a lot of those vegetables, especially Brussels sprouts, sweet potatoes, asparagus, they also help with testosterone levels and balancing out testosterone levels in men and women, to help with kicking up your metabolism and holding on to lean muscle while dieting and other things and stuff like that. It is truly a unique time that we live in, and it's really truly a war on a lot of fronts that's going on with people. You know, the new normal is unhealthy. The new normal is obesity. The new normal is taking 10, 20 different medications. I take supplements, don't get me wrong. I take natural supplements because I know I can't get all the macro and micronutrition just in the food, because the food being grown in the grounds are not as nutritious as they were X number of years ago. So, you know, I try to stay on top of it, but you know, to see this long time suffering, that it is estimated that this generation will not live longer than their parents for the first time in history. All these things is not a coincidence. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but a lot of times if you want to hide stuff, all you got to do is hide it right in front of people. All you got to do is just place it right there where they can see. You can just show them what's going on. And they still continue to do that because they're victim of their own circumstances, especially when you talk about foods and pleasurable things and things that you're being given these recommendations with these false reports about nutrition that comes out about every 10 years. They just flip and reword it. They say what they didn't say 10 years. They said that is good 10 years later. Then they go back 10 years and say, so they can keep you in the dark. Wordplay and mouth manipulation is not science, and it's not a matter of fact. It is just suggestive, theoretical at best, and in most cases, a bamboozlement on most fronts. So don't be fooled. Check out the little thing that I wrote below about the alkaline and the foods that actually help prevent and slow down the growth in your body of cancers and other diseases. And there's also some good fruits: watermelon, grapefruit, lemons, apples. All these different things actually help with the acidity level and bring your acidity level, which is the acidity level is a growth environment for cancers and other diseases in your body. Just plain and simple. There's people winning Nobel Prizes and high esteem awards. Not like I need them to confirm or to say that, but I do follow the research. But the proof is in the pudding. The proof is I've seen people get fat and how they ate all my life. I've seen that obesity in black families, in my family, the way that we ate and the things that we put and how you put sugar in the beans and, the rice, and kids drinking milk, which is also acidity level product every morning. So the writing's on the wall. Most people don't want to see it because, then it means that you have to be conscious and you have to make changes, or you're, subconsciously and even consciously, most of us are poisoning our families, just to keep it 100 with you. That's what's going on. Your liver. The liver is a very important body organ that filters, and it can regenerate and reheal itself if it's given the opportunity to do that. I'm going to talk about some different sugars, like as far as fructose, sucrose, dextrose, lactose, and all these other different types of sugar. They all have chemical bonds. They, mono, sugar bonds and all these other things. But some of them starches, some of them have to go through the liver, which they say holds about 50, about 50 grams or 50 whatever units of sugar in the body, and then the muscle and blood sugar and everything else, the brain holds X amount. But you can actually put sugar in your body especially from a dieting standpoint. I have my competition dieters do this, and they don't understand because you have to have that to go into protein, glycogen synthesis, volume, not being flat when you're carving up. So we use dextrose. I have them use dextrose, which doesn't have a fructose type bond, because then you can still lose body fat and still take in sugar. Yes, it can be done. It's not likely, and it's not a great way to do it, but it is a great way to fill out and a great way not to keep dropping weight. Because once again, if the liver glycogen is not replenished, that's what usually turns off the hormone that is produced to tell your body fat to release that, so that fatty acids can be formed once the blood glucose level go down. So, and then some of the fruits like apples and grapefruits and other things, they do have fructose in them, but it's so minute, some grapes and stuff, that you can't have those things and still not really replenish or totally replenish glycogen level in the liver. The liver is the key to losing body fat, from all my years of experience. Whatever the liver hormone is doing, it will affect the pancreas hormone, which will affect the fat storing hormones or the fat releasing hormone, or the whole totality of being healthy and being able to lose body fat. And so sometimes, you just need to do a liver detox, and you can still take in carbohydrates. Starches don't necessarily have to go through the liver, and they actually raise your blood sugar level a lot faster and higher than actual table sugar to be honest with you, a baked potato is a higher glycemic food than actual sugar. Figure that out, but it doesn't have to be converted through the liver. So the science and stuff behind there, you need to give someone that really knows the science, especially if you're doing it naturally or whatever. Anyway, so that you can manipulate and control these organs inside your body. And that's why I wrote that post about cauliflower and protecting the organs and stimulating or not stimulating diseases or growth properties inside your body. Because a lot of that stuff is directly related. It always seems to be the same foods that cause these things, and always be about the same foods that prevent these things. It's not really that complex. It doesn't really get that complex. The reason why it get complex, and the reason why I think that it get complex, is because people do this to me all the time. Have you ever had someone ask you the same question like 1,000 times in different ways, expecting to get a different answer because they still want to do what it is what they want to do? So you get asked a question 1,000 different ways, but it doesn't change what's truth, or it doesn't change the matter of fact of what it is that needs to be done to prevent and to promote overall health. Remember, man, quadrupled since 1980 diabetes, type 2 diabetes in the United States. A multi-trillion-dollar industry, pharmaceutical company, and they are thriving off of the misery of people being trapped inside their own body and being obese and don't even really know what healthy is, don't even really know what true health is, or even have an understanding. They just think this is the way life is. This is a horrible enslavement, and it crosses all genders, races, color barriers, social economic barriers. It crosses every barrier in the United States, because it is influenced by outside forces that are actually probably not in the United States, that are definitely not eating the stuff that we're eating. So take that in consideration. My name is Lamont Gilchrist. I hope this nutritional information helped.